Season 8 of Selling Sunset is wrapped, and I cannot believe that insane cliffhanger they left us on. I have a feeling that new beginnings are just around the corner. So remember when I was saying that I do think we've seen Amanda before? Well, it turns out she's a real estate agent, and now I'm really thinking that we've seen her before. I swear, I don't remember which episode it was. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But last season, it was just in passing. Bree was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go have lunch with my friend Amanda today. I swear that was Amanda who she did that with. I'm gonna go looking through those episodes and see if I can find it, because I swear we've seen her before. Hey, so as promised, I looked for it, and it actually turns out that yes, Amanda did in fact film alongside Bree and Emma last season. It was season 7, episode 10. So that whole thing about this being the first time is just not true.
This is my girlfriend Amanda. We've known each other for like 10 years from Vegas.
I know, I haven't seen you in forever. So good to see you.
Good. This is my friend Emma.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
Not that that really matters to the situation, but Emma was saying that she found it odd because Bree had never filmed with Amanda before. But what I can say, and I had to do the clap with it because, I'm starting to feel a little bit conflicted on whether or not Bree actually did set up that initial meeting with Amanda and did know that information that Amanda had. And I know I was riding hard for Bree and I said I can't see her doing that. But now I'm starting to be conflicted about it, and let me tell you why. On one hand, I cannot imagine Bree going out of her way to embarrass Chelsea, to do that to another woman, knowing how it feels to be cheated on, to do that to another mother, knowing that this is in the public eye and she's dealing with kids and all this stuff, to do that to someone who's married, knowing what it's like having been married. On one hand, I can't see that. On that other hand, in that last batch of episodes when she was arguing with Emma at Nico's funeral, she was saying, Chelsea called my family disgusting. And the way that she said it sounded like she may have still been mad about it. Now, I'm not saying that she can't be mad about that. If somebody called my family disgusting, I'd be pissed at them till the end of time. I get why she would still be upset, but the fact that she sounds like she's still upset is probable cause for revenge. I'm just saying. And on top of that, Bree is being a little petty patty, saying that, well, Chelsea wouldn't know anything about where her man was because Chelsea's never home anyway, so how would she know if he's not home?
I don't know what Chelsea's doing, but I'm not out every night at the fucking club or dinner or work.
Is she out?
Every night. She was out 24/7, so she wouldn't know if he was out.
That was a low blow. And low-key coming for Chelsea's parenting style is another low blow. Then again, Bree feels like Chelsea came for her parenting style, so she probably feels that it was justified. But trying to get Amanda hired is diabolical. And I know that that word is trending right now, but this is the very definition of diabolical. When she said the gloves are coming off, she meant that with her entire being. Like, she meant that shit. And I'm really not saying that Bree is right, but what I am saying is that Chelsea dragged her for her relationship style, and a person can only take so much. In Bree's defense, I do feel like she tried several times to be the bigger person from what we were shown as the audience. In reality, it might not be that way. And so now that she feels like she's done her part in trying to be the bigger person, she's ready to be the petty person. And she's seeing an opportunity to get back, and she could be doing exactly that, getting back. But trying to get the girl hired who is responsible for Chelsea finding out that her husband cheated, I don't have words for just how diabolical that is. That's like evil genius level. Like, that's like Dr. Evil level. That's pretty messed up. Like, you want Chelsea to walk into the O group every single day, look at that woman sitting at a desk and know that she's responsible for the reason that she found out that her husband cheated. Not that she's responsible for him cheating. Again, I'm not saying that Jeff is, absolved of any wrongdoing. He is the wrong one in this situation. But come on now, you want Chelsea to walk into that office every day and see that woman? Let's be serious. What I do know for sure though is that Amanda is messier and pettier than anybody we've seen on this show to date. In high school, we used to call people like her the gossip line. She's in everybody's business, has tea on everybody, and she's just purely messy to the core and proud of it. That's the important part. She's proud of it. And Bree said the same thing I've been doing.
Go find your husband. Where is your husband? We weren't like hanging out at the W Hotel like, ooh, we're gonna see Jeff. Is he here?
On a completely unrelated note, I love the bobby pins in Bree's hair. Hey y'all, it's Nae. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Selling Sunset Season 8, episodes 10 and 11. So if you have not seen them yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on episodes 10 and 11, but of course I want to hear yours, so feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation, and give this video a like before you go, so I know you enjoyed it. If you want to keep the conversation going after this video, feel free to head on over to my Discord server. It's a place for us to chit chat outside of YouTube, and it's free, so why not? The link is in the description box. So Chrishell has a tentative buyer for Stanley Ave, but first she has to sell this woman's other house. And this woman's other house is fucking immaculate. She's a developer, so she pretty much thought this whole little house up and made it a reality. The pool is the sickest pool setup I've ever seen. It's outside, but it kind of goes into the living room, so like you can just swim up and be like, imagine being a kid and you just like swim up and you're like, Mom, where's my Capri Sun, or whatever the hell kids are drinking these days. I don't know, I don't have any kids. And your mom hands you your Capri Sun and your Cheez-Its or whatever kids eat. I mean, talk about indoor-outdoor space. I think I fell in love with that house. She just want to let me just step a foot on the property, like just a toe. And it has a steam room, which is just a dream. I love spas. And if I had a spa in my house, y'all probably would never even see me because I'd be there all the time. And I love watching Chrishell negotiate her way through this deal. Like, my girl is really out here doing her thing. She has come so far from season 1 when she was just a little baby realtor. Now look at her, she a bad bitch. They grow up so fast. But her client wanted to list this house for $22 million, which for me, not having any access to $1 million homes, I could see why she wants to list it for $22 million. But Chrishell is telling her, look girl, you need to list this at $19.99 because it's not going to sell at $22 million. All the other houses in this area are not going for that. But if you develop this house and this is your baby, this is your vision, somebody telling you it's not worth as much as you think it is, I'm sure that feels like a slap in the face. Another thing that the developer was worried about is the fact that you have this mansion tax, which I think they brought up last season, and it's like an extra 5% or something on any house that's over $10 million. So she's already taking a cut on that. So for her, she's trying to make as most as she can. Not I know about mansion taxes when I can't afford a shack. That's crazy. Like I said, as much as I love the tea of reality shows, I really did start watching this show because I like looking at nice houses and I like real estate, even though I don't own a house yet. So I like when we get into the nitty gritty of the business. And when Chrishell got Jason's input on this house, he was saying, look, let her list it with another agent, another brokerage for the $22 million. It's not going to sell. And then have her come back to you once that's over. And then she'll be more open to listing it for the $19.99. Now, from the outside looking in, this is a bold move because it might sell at the $22 million. And then that's a deal that you lost. And then, you know, that client is going to walk away feeling like you didn't trust what they said, and look, it ended up working out. But I have a feeling that Jason knows this market and the market in general like the back of his hand, like his twin. So he seems pretty confident in the fact that it's not going to sell at the $22 million. And I just love seeing his thought process with that. Like, no, let her go do it with somebody else and then she'll come back, because it won't. Also, I love Chrishell's dress at this art exhibit. Chrishell has been understanding the assignment since the assignment was handed to her, okay? Now, we already know that Miss Nicole is in her petty bag this season. I feel like she has waited her entire show run to have some tea on Emma and crew. And, well,
Did hear from a reliable source that Emma has likely had relations with a married man. And if Chelsea is going through what I think she's going through, it's pretty messed up that Emma would act so righteous about it.
And she took the first opportunity she saw to spill that tea directly into Bree's lap. And I'm also wondering how Nicole found out about Chelsea's husband. Although, shit, at this point, maybe Bree just flat out told her. But also, maybe not. My version of LA is small, so I can only imagine that the elite's version of LA is about this big. Aside from all the mess, Amanza has an art exhibit. I'm so happy for her. You know, Amanza was never really like the realtor person. She was always more artsy. I think she even staged a few houses, so that really is her in her element. She's making money from her art, so she's really thinking that maybe it's time for her to fully step into her art. Now, I hope she doesn't take that step too soon because, you know, she made a huge chunk of money. Obviously, I'm not belittling, like, $20,000 is a crazy amount of money to make at once. But that can go very quickly when you're paying for the type of lifestyle that Amanza is paying for. I know she always has a place at the O Group because her and Jason go way back. But I do hope that she follows her dreams and just does it kind of strategically so that she sets herself up well. Which I think she will. She's a smart woman. And then our final houses of the season. Gonna be so sad not to see him anymore. That house on DuPaul with the prep kitchen and the dry cleaner steamer. Rich people just have all kind of useful, useless shit, don't they? I'm really sitting here trying to understand the point of a prep kitchen. Because to me, it seems less efficient to have to prep your food in one room and carry it over to the next room. But maybe I'm just not in the right tax bracket to understand the beauty of a prep kitchen. Bree also had that house with the vineyard, which I'm not even a crazy wine drinker, but if you have a vineyard on your property, like, how are you not living a life? We also had that living, breathing piece of artwork with the crazy ceiling fans. They weren't ceiling fans, they were lights. And really, that's not even where they had me. I was sold on built-in shower speakers. I was side-eyeing my Jeff Bezos purchased shower speaker very hard after seeing that episode. And then last and arguably least, Jason has Kanye West's old house listing for a whopping $53 million. And only Kanye himself could be delulu enough to think that this glamorized parking structure is worth $53 million. This is damn near an abandoned building. There are 30 of these houses in downtown LA. The unhoused are living in them. Are y'all gonna give them $53 million? Now this season ends on arguably the best and worst cliffhanger. Chelsea is previewing a house for a client and she ends up falling in love with the house herself. She takes her ring off and she's saying, I can really see myself here. I can see my children here. I love this neighborhood. I know about this neighborhood because I was thinking of moving here before. It looks like she's fully ready to step into this era of being a badass single bitch. And while it's gonna be hard, I love that for her. I have a feeling she's still gonna keep a lot of this stuff private, which as she should. But this entire situation is just messy and I feel for her because you can tell that she deeply loved Jeff and love her family and I don't know, it's really sad to see her in this situation. I am definitely looking forward to this reunion, especially because of how everything has played out with this Emma situation. And all I know is Nicole better be coming with receipts. She better be coming with that man's wife or the bestie or the man himself. Because if she comes to this reunion empty-handed, and I don't mean just talking about it, I mean cold hard proof. We need receipts. If she's not coming with that, it's gonna be rough for her at this reunion. But stay tuned for more info on the watch party that I'm gonna have on Discord so that we can watch the reunion together. And until then, I will see y'all later. Bye. Just got a DM from his wifey. In that last batch of episodes, here we go. Which, as she said, she didn't know about me and I didn't know about Sue. I don't even remember why I wrote that part down, but I hope it worked out when I start editing. All I own.
Whoa. Okay, Doji. We don't want to revert back to our old ways. So we're going to try a breathing exercise, okay? When I breathe, you breathe. All right? Let's go.